Hello, everyone, and welcome to this first ever solo podcast where I'm going to discuss about something really very important, that is to have a never give up attitude. Although there are a lot of dual podcasts which are about to be posted, but I thought this is the right time to connect with all of you, my audience, so that you can understand the importance of never giving up. Because honestly, this is like a heart to heart conversation which I want to share with all of you, and this is my journey since last 3 years. When like this is the journey which I actually started of self education 3 years back, and from that point of time I've actually realized that not everybody in your life right now requires space in your actual life, which means whatever family you have, whatever friends you have, whatever colleagues you have, whatever connections you have right now, it's not necessary that every single individual will be with you till your next step or maybe till your final destination. And I've also realized this one single thing, that no matter what happens, if your willpower is actually really very strong, then no matter what your environment is all about, you can actually cope up through that and you can also achieve your goals. And never give up, that does not mean that we actually have to be like hustle very hard, keep working, and it's like something where we are just restless and we are working every single day in and day out. Although that is a part of a journey, but ultimately it's like this is also one of the quotation which I got from one of my mentors. He says that starting any one single thing and to quit is very very easy, but to be on that particular path takes a lot of courage, lot of enthusiasm, and many other things. And ultimately, at that instance of time, your never give up attitude will decide whether you will reach your destination or else you're going to give up on that particular path and so on. Because I have realized this one single thing, not just through my own self education journey, but also through my own trading and investing career, is that no matter what happens, there will be a lot of days where you will be having a lot of great results, but there will be also some days where you will not get results as per your expectations and so on. And in the same sense, it also applies to life, that there will be a lot of days where you'll be getting the results which are out of your expectations as well, but there will also be some days where you will not achieve anything. But those are the days where you have to embrace, you have to accept yourself, and you also have to be grateful for all the things which you have in your life, right? So that's one of the most important thing. And ultimately there are a lot of things which I've also learned by reading books, by going through a lot of workshops, seminars, webinars, and many other things as well. And one most important thing which has actually helped me to be consistent in reading books, because currently if you are someone who is actually following me on Instagram as well, you might be seeing every single alternate week I am posting my new book. Like, in the sense, whatever book I'm reading, I'm just mentioning this book is my dash dash book of this year and so on. And it's not something where I'm just showing off. It's absolutely not my intention. My actual intention is to inspire you so that you can actually start at least with one single book. It's not mandatory that you should read books every single day in and day out. It actually depends from person to person. But my main intention to post those stories is to inspire you that you should start reading books, right? And even there is already one episode of Make a Difference Today series where I have discussed about books. I'll not go in depth of it right now, but definitely the main topic of this video is to never give up. And I just want to share this one single thing which I've also learned from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is that no matter what happens, no matter how many odds are like in your favor or those are against you, it's always you and your inner voice which actually helps you whether you are going to win that particular, let's assume, that particular war. Although in that it was a war scenario, but ultimately it's like whatever goal you have kept for yourself, whether you are going to achieve that or not, it's only going to be dependent on your overall self, who you are as a person, what are your beliefs about your own self. Even because this is one of the most important questions which I actually came through a few months back, is that most of the people don't even know who they are. They are absolutely blank whenever anybody asks them to describe who am I question mark. And whenever that question mark comes, those people are actually blank and they don't even know who they are. They attach their profession profession by their name, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's not that. It's actually who you are as a person. And even this is what I've learned from one of my mentors. He says that you're alive, vibrant, enthusiastic, and many other things as well, abundant, right? So these are some of the qualities which I also got to know, that these are the qualities which are already inbuilt us, but we have to just be aware that yes, those are in us, and we also have to use those capabilities so that we can be hands-on with that. Because honestly speaking, there are a lot of days, even though I'm mentioning that since last 3 years I have been into this journey of self-education, there were a lot of down days as well. But ultimately at that point of time, it was the courage inside of me which actually helped me to be on that particular journey and to never ever give up, right? And this is also what I've learned from one of my mentors. He says that achieving goal, it's like complementary thing, but the kind of person you become while achieving that particular goal, that is the kind of person you will have to become, right? So achieving the goal, it's like life is never ever all about achieving the destination or being on that particular destination, making 1 crore per month, 1 crore per year, living in that house or so on. Life is all about enjoying that particular journey, embracing that particular journey so as to achieve that particular goal or not, right? And even this is one of the, you can consider one of the phrases, not one of the, but many of the shloks also in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. They're also mentioned that there are two type of people, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with both the kind of people which I'm going to share right now. First category of a person is a person who is actually working really very hard, and that person is completely stuck with materialistic thing. And on the other side, or on the other hand, there is an individual who is working really very hard, and along with that, that person is connected with Krishna consciousness. Although Srimad Bhagavad Gita is completely about Lord Krishna and so on, but ultimately, if we take example of like universe, God G, or like divine energy or whatsoever, once we align our purpose with that particular energy, then whatever hard work we are doing, we will start getting more results, more fruitful results, and more sustainable results in our life. And that's what I am also able to experience right now. And this is our first ever solo podcast, but I can definitely mention that in the same manner, one by one, I'll keep going through one by one topics which are actually very important, so as to level up not just my own self but for yourself as well. Because honestly speaking, this video is also going to help me out so as to get the real version of myself which is actually coming out. But ultimately this video is also going to help me to understand what are the things I need to update in myself, and this will also be in the form of proof in future that who I was in past and who I am, right? So, and even this is one of the most important things which I've also shared in a lot of videos, is that a lot of successful people do mention that keep working on yourself, keep reading books, go through this seminars, webinars, workshops, do hard work, do smart work, do this, do that, take action, and every other thing as well. But they also do mention about improvement 1% every single day. But this would be my request to all of you, that if you're starting off your journey, at least start with 0.5%. At least start with 0.1%. Can't you even do that? If you can't, then my friend, this video is not for you, and you are not meant to succeed in life. Because as I've already mentioned, success is not just about the destination, but it's also about the journey which we go through that, because that journey is ultimately going to describe who we are going to become as a person, right? So ultimately, this is what the overall intention, this was the overall intention for me to share this particular concept with all of you in the form of solo podcast. Although I can create separate videos in Make a Difference Today series and other video formats as well, but podcast, this is really close to my heart, and there are a lot of guests those are actually in line. We are also going to discuss about Bhagavad Gita. We are also going to discuss about health aspect. We are going to discuss about mind reading and many other concepts as well. There are a lot of guests; those are actually lined up. Some of them are from self-love. Some of them are from personal branding, and many more topics which are going to come up. But definitely, this was very important for me to come up in solo, so as to share this one single point, that life is never just about starting something and to quit something or to achieve something. life is also about being onto that particular journey with an attitude of never ever give up. Although there will be some points in life, there will be a lot of opportunities as well where you'll have to give up, but ultimately you don't have to give up on your life. You don't have to give up on your purpose. You don't have to give up on many important things in life. Right. So that's very important. And with that note, please do make sure that whatever takeaways you had so far from this particular video, share below in the comment section. And please do make sure this would be like a home assignment from my side, that make a list of all the things in your life which you have right now, and you can't give up on all those things. Even if possible, you can share in the comment section, and I look forward to read all of your comments. And I'll see you in the next podcast with another guest, because a lot of guests are already lined up. And I'll see you in the next ones, and maybe solos as well. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.